Yeah, the guy I worked with on Booty Bounce, he also shot bass down low, which was cool because we had worked with each other before, and yeah, he definitely meets with me like at least 5 times before. Well, he'll send a bunch of treatments, and we'll go back and forth over email and stuff, and then he'll meet with me a bunch of times, and we'll go back and forth again, and then we'll finally pick something, and then he'll meet with me again. So it's definitely he's amazing. Ethan Later, he's shot a bunch of like, other artists. I think he did B.O.B. and Bruno Mars and stuff. But yeah, he's absolutely amazing, and he definitely lets me voice my opinions and everything like that. And I get to choose all of the people I want for styling and everything like that. So it's really cool. You get plenty of that on the album. That was really important for me to bring to people because the past couple years I was just kind of having fun. I had just moved to LA from Antigua, and I was going through this little phase where I thought but I definitely, when it came to recording for the album, it was really important for me to show people that I can make Booty Bounce and I can make G6 and I can do it very well and I can perform them very well, but that there's other sides to me too. I kind of do have a heart. I don't just pop bottles. So yeah, there's plenty of that on the album, which is really cool, and I hope everybody likes it. So we'll see. When we were working on the album, I absolutely fell in love with everything. I guess my favorite song right now, I don't even know what I'm going to end up calling the official name. I have like 3 different names for it. I'm so weird. But it's a song about me moving to Los Angeles from Antigua and sort of leaving everything and, leaving everybody. But knowing it was because we sort of had this like ultimate, goal and dream. And yeah, that's probably my favorite one. And it starts out really soft, and it's just me singing and stuff. But then it switches up into a really cool hip-hop sort of feel. So it's interesting. We'll see, but that's definitely my favorite song. I was in Berkeley, California. I was picking up burritos from Gordo's for me and the boys, and I heard our song Tonight on the radio. And I had no idea that it was going to be on. Like we had gotten a little bit of airplay from that song up in the Bay Area, but in San Francisco and stuff, but I definitely had never heard it, and I don't exactly live in San Francisco, so it wouldn't play where I lived and stuff. Yeah, and it was amazing. I was in the car with my parents, and it was definitely a cool feeling. I think it was early too, maybe 2008, right when we started doing this, summer 2008, and I'm sure my parents thought it was amazing. So, yeah, it was the best feeling for sure. What have I been listening to a lot lately? I listen to a lot of my own stuff, especially right now with the album. I know. So weird. I've been listening to a lot of that band Brand New. I know they've been out for a while. They were like my favorite when I was younger. But that's the best thing to listen to on the plane, I think, their albums. I've been listening to a lot of Waka Flocka lately, and I've been listening to obviously like Drake and stuff like that, and he's my favorite. But yeah, I don't know. Lately, it's kind of just been that. I listen to a lot of like weird bands or degenerate hip hop. So yeah, either or. It took me forever to come up with an album name, and I was putting it off for as long as I possibly could. I wouldn't answer emails or phone calls or anything because I was so scared with coming up with something that was going to be it. That was going to be it. You know what I'm saying? And it was going to reflect all the stories and the work on the album, and it was going to reflect me for the next year. And I changed my mind so much. One day I want to be like a little fairy, and the next day I want to, which I think that's cool about being young. I guess I have the right to do that. But yeah, I was writing down a bunch of different stuff and coming up with the most random things ever. And I finally sat down with one of the Cataracts, and I was like, I had just thrown a couple things at him, and he, it was really late one night. He was throwing things back at me, and we sort of just put them both together. And it ended up being kind of a sentence the night the sun came up. And I was like, okay, that's it. That's perfect. Now everybody needs to leave me alone. So, yeah.